If you're eating carnivore, you're doing everything right, your body's still not burning fat, this video is for you. Because this usually has nothing to do with discipline, it has everything to do with how safe your body feels. A lot of people come to carnivore expecting to lose fat immediately. Eat fat, lose fat, it's not that simple. Because if the body is not already in a fat burning state, it will not be able to burn its own fat. Many people are still not burning their own body fat, even eating zero carbs. This is something I used to get gaslit about in Reddit back in like 2017 when I was struggling to get fat adapted. I was in fight flight mode. So many people would be like, you're not eating carbs, you're in ketosis. And I'd be like, no, I'm not. Why is this happening? Now I understand, and I'm here to break it down for you and help you to feel validated and to correct this issue so that you can burn your own body fat. What I see most often in my one-on-one practice and group coaching is women who are not burning their own fat even though they're eating zero carbs. This is a metabolically stressed individual. Even though fat is coming in, it's not being released because the body doesn't feel safe to do it. There are two very different ways that the body can lose weight. One is adrenaline driven and the other is fat oxidation. Adrenaline weight loss looks like initial weight loss, poor sleep, wired energy, cravings, whereas fat oxidation feels calm, steady, and quiet. If fat loss feels frantic, then you're not doing it properly. This is why fat adaptation is not the keto flu. The keto flu actually has more to do with detox, oxalate dumping. It does have to do with that transition of glucose to fat burning. But the initial thing that happens is insulin drops. Okay, this is the initial transition, the keto flu. But there's so much more to the picture if you want to become a fat burner for life. Leptin signaling can take 6 to 12 months to really optimize. Now it can start happening within the first 4 weeks, and I will talk about this in future videos. Another thing that really does change with time is cortisol. If someone has dysregulated or elevated cortisol, this is not going to be corrected within a matter of weeks. This can take 6 to 12 months depending on the adrenal status. High cortisol will absolutely blunt fat oxidation. High fat plus high stress does not equal fat burning. It actually equals protection, where you're going to be storing more of that fat. And this is where people push harder. They start fasting more. They start restricting more. They go low fat. They're pushing harder, and they're pushing their body into a place where it feels even less safe to burn its own fat. Fat burning turns on when the body is fed, supported with consistent rest, consistent energy, and adequate protein. When real fat burning turns on, cravings die out, hunger stabilizes, energy stabilizes, often becomes just more even keeled, no dips throughout the day. Fat loss might start feeling boring versus dramatic, and this is actually a good sign. This is the type of fat loss that will continue sustainably. Boring is good because boring is regulated. So if you're on carnivore and your fat loss feels stuck or stalled, you're not broken. It's just that you need to identify which phase you're in. And if you need help with that, I invite you to join my group coaching or my one-on-one coaching, and I will walk alongside you to help you identify where you're at and how to tweak so that you can become a fat burner for life. If you only take one thing away from this video, it's that a body that burns fat for life is a body that feels safe and supported. I am not willing to teach people these band-aid shortcut approaches that in the long run can tank your thyroid, cause you to lose your hair, and then you have hangry cravings all the time. Boring is regulated. This is a slow and steady process.